If you like Jack Nicholson, you should definitely watch our picks for his best movies.
You can't handle the truth!
We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again.
Number 10. The Bucket List, 2007.
I have dined with royalty, and I'm supposed to make out like what? This trip was supposed to mean something to me?
Edward is a billionaire and forced to share his hospital room with working-class mechanic Carter, with whom he has nothing in common except for their terminal illnesses. The Bucket List is a 2007 buddy comedy drama film directed by Rob Reiner and stars Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman. While sharing a hospital room, they decide to escape and do all the things they have ever wanted to do before they die. One by one, they cross items off their bucket list, create new memories.
You're just afraid your chute won't open, and you'll show up at your own funeral as a Denver omelet! No, I'm pretty much just worried the chute won't open! No!
Number 9. 5 Easy Pieces, 1970.
And a chicken salad sandwich on wheat toast. No mayonnaise, no butter, no lettuce, and a cup of coffee. Now all you have to do is hold the chicken.
An American drama film, 5 Easy Pieces, follows the life of Bobby Dupia, an oil rig worker who is estranged from his upper-class family of musicians. When Bobby hears that his father has suffered a stroke, he decides to drive to Washington to visit his family. Released in 1970, the film stars Jack Nicholson and Karen Black in lead roles. Nominated for 4 Academy Awards and preserved in the National Film Registry, the classic was directed by Bob Rafelson.
Where the hell do you get the ass to tell anybody anything about class or who the hell's got it or what she typifies? You shouldn't even be in the same room with her, you pompous celibate.
Carl, this is really too much.
Just calm down.
You're totally full of shit.
Number 8. Batman, 1989.
But you can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
A billionaire orphan, Bruce Wayne, decides to fight crime and protect his city as he picks up the mantle and transforms into his alter ego, Batman. But he soon comes face to face with his greatest enemy, the Joker, a homicidal maniac whose only mission is to wreak havoc in Gotham City. Directed by Tim Burton and released in 1989, the classic superhero action film stars Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, and Kim Basinger in lead roles.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? What? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
Number 7. The Passenger, 1975.
When he was nearly 40 years old, he had an operation and regained his sight.
Tired of his boring life, a journalist swaps identities with a dead Englishman in hopes of starting anew. However, he soon realizes his mistake when the dead man turns out to be an arms dealer. Director Michelangelo Antonioni manages to impress the critics with his fresh cinematic techniques and minimalist dialogue. Shot in the exotic and mysterious North African desert and released in 1975, the thriller drama stars Jack Nicholson and Maria Schneider in lead roles.
Can I ask you one question now?
One you can, yes.
Only one, always the same. What are you running away from?
Number 6. A Few Good Men, 1992.
I'd like an answer to the question, Judge.
The court will wait for an answer.
If Lieutenant Kendrick gave an order that Santiago wasn't to be touched.
Tom Cruise manages to knock it out of the park with his outstanding performance as Daniel Kaffee in the legal drama A Few Good Men. When 2 U.S. Marine officers are accused of murder, they claim that they were acting under orders. The task of defending them falls on Lieutenant Daniel Kaffee, an unenthusiastic military lawyer who has never seen the inside of a courtroom. Directed by Rob Reiner and released in 1992, the film stars Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson in lead roles.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth! Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg?
Number 5. As Good as It Gets, 1997.
Son of a bitch! Pansy-ass stool pusher. Yes!
As Good as It Gets follows the lives of Melvin Udile, an antisocial best-selling author, Simon Bishop, a gay artist, and Carol Connolly, a waitress with a very ill son. The heartwarming movie manages to impress the audience with its brilliant screenplay and phenomenal acting. Released in 1997, it stars Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt, and Greg Kinnear in lead roles. It was directed by the brilliant James L. Brooks and won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor and Best Actress.
Going to have you down to Camp David. And you want someone to share the moment with. Even then, don't knock. Not on this tour.
Number 4. Chinatown, 1974.
And then they go out and they contemplate the moon or something like that. Makes it more exciting. So now, the guy goes home and he starts screwing his own wife.
A woman hires a private investigator, Jake Gitz, to follow her husband whom she suspects is cheating. However, the case soon turns dark when the detective finds himself caught in a web of lies, conspiracy, deceit, and murder. Director Roman Polanski mesmerizes the audience with his impeccable screenplay and stunning display of mystery. Released in 1974, the thriller mystery stars Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway in lead roles and is definitely worth watching, especially if you're a Jack Nicholson fan.
How much do you want?
I just want to know what you're worth. Over 10 million?
Oh, my, yes.
Why are you doing it? How much better can you eat? What can you buy that you can't already afford?
The future, Mr. Gitz.
Number 3. The Shining, 1980.
Here's Johnny.
The Shining follows the story of Jack Torrance, an ambitious writer who agrees to be a hotel caretaker during winters. Things start to unravel when Jack begins to lose his mind and threatens his wife and their son while possessed by a sinister presence that inhabits the hotel. Stanley Kubrick manages to deliver a majestic horror classic with his chilling screenplay and impeccable direction. Released in 1980, the classic psychological horror stars Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall in lead roles.
Maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
You think maybe he should be taken to a doctor? When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
As soon as possible. As soon as possible.
Number 2. The Departed, 2006.
Girlfriend, why don't you stay in the bar? That night I got your numbers.
Martin Scorsese is no less than a genius when it comes to gangster and crime drama films. Released in 2006, The Departed is an official remake of a 2002 Hong Kong movie entitled Internal Affairs. The movie is remembered for its star cast that included Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, and Mark Wahlberg. The story is about Irish mob boss Francis Costello, who plants Colin Sullivan as a mole within the Massachusetts State Police, and how, simultaneously, the police assign undercover state trooper William Constigan to infiltrate Costello's crew.
Is this something that you just want to go ahead and ask me? Because I'll give you the fucking answer, all right? Frank, look at me. Look at me. I'm not the fucking rat, okay? I'm not the fucking rat.
Before we unveil movie number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
To old D.H. Lawrence.
Maybe you'd enjoy the knee slapper you told me earlier about the great Buddha.
Oh, what did you say about Buddha?
Dave said, how does a guy who weighs over 600 pounds have the balls to teach people about self-discipline?
There is no organized crime. The Teamsters not going to tell you something else.
jail, Mr. Hoffa.
For what? What did I fucking do?
The pension fund
has the best record in the country on loans.
Oh, bullshit.
Best record in the country.
Bullshit.
For the working man.
Number 1. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975.
Okay, I want to see the hands. Come on. Which one of you nuts has got any guts?
Directed by Milos Forman, the comedy drama follows the life of McMurphy, a repeat offender who gets into trouble with the law one more time and is sentenced to imprisonment by the court. To avoid jail, he pleads guilty and is instead transferred to a mental hospital for the criminally insane. Once there, he meets the oppressive nurse, Ratched, and starts a rebellion against her by rallying up mistreated patients. Released in 1975, the classic and masterpiece stars Jack Nicholson and Louise Fletcher in lead roles.
All right, just wait a minute, will you? Just 1 minute?
You can bring the subject up again tomorrow.
All right, Chief. You're our last chance. What do you say, huh?
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments below. If you want to know more about a particular movie in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 movie videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.